Enter.
All right, tonight, as we have all week, you're going to be taken to a true event, story that happened. You can be able to see it right in front of you, a story about a man named Daniel, a man who was just, honest, and upright, submissive to the king and the laws of the land, and could be counted on for loyalty, wisdom, and good advice. Daniel was very loyal to God. Where Daniel lived, he was ruled by King Darius, the mighty king of the Medes and Persians. The king chose 120 men to rule throughout the kingdom, but he chose 3 faithful men to oversee them and make sure they ruled faithfully. Out of the 3 men, King Darius chose Daniel to be the chief official because he recognized an excellent spirit in Daniel. The king planned to set him over the whole kingdom. The 2 other chief officials were jealous of Daniel and came up with a plan to trick the king into making a law that would get rid of him. The 2 officials knew Daniel prayed often to his God, and they also knew that nothing would stop Daniel from praying. That was the heart of their wicked plan.
King Darius, live forever.
All of your officials have agreed on one thing. We think that you should make this law and everyone must obey it. For the next 30 days, whoever prays to any god or man except you, king, will be thrown into the lion's den.
It's a good and just law, mighty king.
I'm absolutely tickled you should approach me with this advice. Yes, I too think it should become a law.
The king was flattered his chief men were indeed loyal to him. The law would make the king great in the eyes of all the people, and he liked that idea very much.
Now, king, make the law and sign the paper it is written on so that it cannot be changed, because the laws of the Medes and the Persians cannot be canceled or changed.
O wise king, we shall obey your law, and so will everyone else who loves and respects you.
Thank you, my trusted counselors.
The law was given to everyone in the land, so as soon as Daniel heard it, he knew it was a trap set just for him. He must either give up his daily prayers to God or be thrown into the den of lions.
What am I going to do? I will not stop praying to my Father in heaven, yet if I disobey this law, the lions will kill me.
Daniel did not stop praying, and 3 times a day he continued to pray to God with his windows open toward Jerusalem. He did not go to a dark closet to pray or cover the windows so no one could see him praying. Daniel prayed at his open window just as he had always prayed.
Yes, Daniel is there by the window. He's praying as he always does.
Our plan worked. Let's go tell the king. Come on.
O king, you signed a law. This says, for the next 30 days, anyone who prays to any other god or man except you, the king, would be thrown into a lion's den. You did sign this law, didn't you?
Yes, I signed this law, and the laws of the Medes and Persians cannot be canceled or changed.
Well, that man Daniel is not paying attention to the law you signed. Daniel still prays to his God 3 times a day. We have seen him and heard him, and it pains us deeply to have to tell you this, O king.
You must be mistaken. Daniel is my most loyal subject and my friend. He would not rebel against me.
The king's heart sank. He realized that he had been tricked. How could he throw his most trusted official to the lions? King Darius tried his best to find a way to deliver Daniel from the lion's den.
O king, what is your decision? What must happen to Daniel who broke your law?
So King Darius gave the order, and the soldiers arrested Daniel.
Daniel, I'm so sad you have broken the law. You must suffer the punishment. May the God you serve deliver you. Guards, take him to the den of lions.
If it is God's will, I will be protected this night from the jaws of the lions. Although I cannot see my Heavenly Father, I know He is near, and I know He hears and answers my prayers.
With the growls of the ferocious lions far below, Daniel was slowly lowered into the den. Quickly the den was closed and sealed with a double seal, that of the king and also of the lords. Daniel's enemies were taking no chances. As Daniel was being lowered into the dark den with the growling lions below him, to his amazement, the huge lions did not jump on him. They did not even snarl. They came close to him, but did not harm him. God had sent an angel and closed the lion's mouth.
What have I done? My friend and trusted leader is now in the den with vicious, wild animals. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. How could I have been tricked into making such a stupid law?
While Daniel was sleeping peacefully with the lions, the king was pacing back and forth, worried about his friend Daniel. His servants urged him to eat, but he refused to taste a bite of food because he had no appetite. Sleep was impossible. He blamed himself, and then he blamed his officers. As soon as the sun began to rise, the king hurried to the den.
O Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to deliver you from the lions?
O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel and shut the lion's mouth. The lions will not hurt me because my God knows I am innocent. I never did anything wrong to you, king.
Guards, remove Daniel from the lion's den.
To everyone's surprise, when Daniel was lifted out of the den, there wasn't even a scratch on him because he trusted God.
I now see I was tricked into making this law. You who tricked me into making this new law are now to be punished. You shall be thrown into the lion's den.
No, 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 no,
No!
no,
And so it was, the king commanded that Daniel's accusers be thrown into the den. This time there was no angel in the den to protect them. The starving lions leapt upon their bodies and broke them into pieces.
I am making a new law. This law is for the people in every part of the kingdom. All of you must fear and respect the God of Daniel. Daniel's God is the living God. He lives forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed. His rule will never end. God helps and saves people. He works signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. He saved Daniel from the lions.
King Darius came to believe in the true God. When King Darius came to know the Lord, multitudes of people heard about the true God, and all because Daniel had been faithful to God. That is our story for tonight.